They are footballing gods. They live in sprawling, glass-walled mansions, collect hypercars like trading cards, and travel the globe on private jets worth tens of millions. Their net worths, a staggering figure that boggles the mind, mark them as the wealthiest celebrities on the planet. But what if the source of this unimaginable wealth, the fuel for this entire luxurious empire, wasn't just raw talent? What if it was something far more primal, a driving force forged in the desperate fire of true poverty? This is the shocking truth behind soccer's ultimate legends. Welcome to Lux Legends, where fame, fortune, and controversy collide. Did you know the golden boys of soccer started with absolutely nothing? Before the gold, the glory, and the globally recognized brands, there was a stark reality of scarcity. Take Lionel Messi. When we think of him, we picture the effortless genius of Barcelona, the World Cup glory, the 7 Ballon d'Or awards. We imagine the luxury apartment in Miami's Porsche design tower with its car elevator. But the beginning was in Rosario, Argentina, a working-class neighborhood where his father was a steel worker and his mother a part-time cleaner. They weren't just poor, they were fighting a desperate battle against circumstance. At age 11, a devastating blow landed, a growth hormone deficiency diagnosis. The treatment cost over $1,000 a month, an impossible sum for the Messi family during Argentina's crippling economic crisis. Local clubs refused to pay. His dream, his only way out, was hanging by a thread. The greatest player the world would ever see was too expensive to save. Can you imagine the fear, the crushing despair? His parents had to scrape, to beg, to risk everything for a chance. The image of the billionaire icon in his private jet today stands in stark, almost painful contrast to the reality of his childhood, where his family couldn't afford the medicine to help him grow. Then there is Cristiano Ronaldo, the epitome of self-made success. Born in Madeira, an island off Portugal, he didn't grow up in luxury. His family was so poor that his childhood room was shared with 3 siblings. His father was an alcoholic gardener. There were no toys, no lavish holidays, just a relentless struggle to survive. Ronaldo's earliest football memory wasn't of a pristine pitch, but of a dusty field and the sheer, raw pressure of knowing that his success was the family's only shot at a better life. This wasn't a choice, it was survival. When you're facing that level of hardship, how do you make the leap that changes everything? For Messi, the breakthrough wasn't more of a moment of glory, but more a desperate gamble. His family's final hope rested on FC Barcelona. In a scene that now belongs to football mythology, a contract was scribbled on a napkin, a life-altering promise made in a cafe. Barcelona agreed to pay for his treatment, but it meant a radical uprooting. At 13, this small, sickly boy moved across an ocean, leaving behind his entire life, his friends, his culture, to be housed in the La Masia Academy. The isolation was intense. His older brother soon moved back, unable to cope. Messi was alone, carrying the crushing weight of his family's destiny on his small shoulders. Every dribble, every goal was a payment on a monumental debt. Ronaldo's early career was fueled by an obsession with perfection. He famously practiced relentlessly long after his teammates had gone home. He wasn't just talented, he was maniacal about improving. His breakthrough came at Sporting Lisbon before the legendary move to Manchester United in 2003. But even then, he was an unpolished, skinny teenager obsessed with stepovers. The transformation wasn't instant, but his work ethic was unshakable. He didn't just want to be great, he had to be. This level of self-belief, bordering on arrogance, was his armor, forged in the indignity of his humble beginnings. It's the moment the rock kid from Madeira realized his obsession could turn into generational wealth. Are the most controversial legends driven by something darker than just ambition? The stories of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Neymar Jr. are just as dramatic, but laced with a rebellious, almost defiant energy. Zlatan's biography reads like a cinematic thriller. He grew up in the notoriously tough Rosengård district of Malmö, Sweden, an immigrant neighborhood plagued by poverty and crime. His Bosnian father was an alcoholic, and his Croatian mother was a cleaner. Zlatan learned early to take what he needed. He famously stole bicycles to get to training. His extraordinary, almost cartoonish ego is a direct result of that environment, a shield he developed to survive the streets. He wasn't coached into a star, he fought his way into one. When we see his multi-million-dollar car collection today, the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, they are trophies to a boy who once had to steal a bike. His luxury lifestyle is a constant, visible act of defiance against the world that told him he was nothing. His story is not just one of success, but one of a lifetime spent settling scores. Neymar's path began in the favelas of São Vicente, Brazil. His earliest days involved living in a small, unsanitary space with his family, sometimes without electricity. His father, a former football player, became his sole coach and guardian, dedicating his life to cultivating Neymar's prodigious talent. Legend has it that Neymar's first pair of football boots was found in a landfill. The stakes were impossibly high. Football wasn't a game, it was a contract. His sheer genius on the ball wasn't just for show, it was the ultimate tool to pull his family out of the dark. His move to Europe for a world record fee in 2017 wasn't just a transfer, it was a watershed moment in the intersection of wealth, sports, and celebrity, cementing his status as a superstar who took.
When you escape absolute poverty, what does unimaginable luxury really look like? For these soccer legends, the lavish spending is more than extravagance, it's a confirmation of their new reality. Take their real estate empires. Cristiano Ronaldo owns a breathtaking portfolio, from his $9.7 million converted 7-story mansion overlooking the Atlantic in his hometown of Madeira, a constant reminder of where he came from, to his opulent Spanish estate in Madrid's La Finca neighborhood, valued at over $6 million. Lionel Messi's property portfolio is equally astonishing. His $7 million secluded mansion in the Billionaire neighborhood of Barcelona includes a no-fly zone to ensure his privacy. The property, of course, features a full-size football pitch and a stunning pool. Then there's the Miami apartment that lets him park his hypercar right outside his living room thanks to a car elevator. These homes aren't just big, they are fortress-like symbols of their status. Their car collections alone are worth more than some professional sports franchises. Ronaldo's collection is estimated to be over $16 million, featuring the $8.5 million Bugatti Centodieci, one of only 10 in the world. Messi's stable, though slightly more modest by comparison, includes a Pagani Zonda and a Maserati Gran Turismo S. Zlatan's is a revolving door of Ferraris and Lamborghinis, often bought simply to mark a triumphant return or a significant contract. Neymar takes the luxury a step further with his travel assets. Beyond the houses in Paris and Sao Paulo, he owns a massive custom-built yacht and a helicopter. His $15 million Mercedes-Benz Airbus H145 helicopter and his multiple private jets are crucial for a life spent constantly moving across continents. This is the ultimate expression of winning. A life where you no longer wait for commercial flights, you simply command your own air fleet. The money is spent not just for comfort, but to prove the distance between their childhood and their current reality is unbridgeable.